Yo, it just don't stop, bro. They keep coming, man. Just when you think all is settled, that we have a roster, that we're gonna go into the next year, Troy keeps making moves, man. Keeps making moves. And quite frankly, I like this move. It's the same song, same dance here. Troy has done a good job of just acquiring young talent. This guy's been in the league for what, 2 years? It's gonna be his third season. He has struggled with injuries. He has struggled with, just trying to make himself available out there on the court. But when he's out there, he's a very athletic player. Something he needs to work on is his shooting. But this is almost like acquiring a late round draft pick, in my opinion. Troy Weaver is just getting younger. He's getting better and he's adding talent that needs to be developed. This is a rebuild. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the live stream. I'm loving what Troy Weaver has done, man. Like I said in today's video, man, um, Rome wasn't built in one day, but Troy Weaver has done it in a handful of days. Like this guy just does not chill. He's got no chill. If he doesn't like it, you're out of here. We traded a center away for a shooting guard. What do we need right now is shooting guards since we trade the rest of our shooting guards away. And I don't even know if he'll play a whole lot, but it's a low risk, high reward kind of a trade. If the guy becomes a bust, then hey, you know what? You give him someone who's never going to play for you anyway. And if he turns out to be a steal, that he was just hurt, then it's a steal. So I love this move. You love to see it, man. Troy's being aggressive. He's not giving up too much, except for free agency contracts. A lot of people say those are kind of overpaid, but I don't really think so, man. I think Troy's done a good job so far. What's going on, Nick? Micah's Gaming Takeover. How's it going, man? Don't know if we're going to make a big trade, but something bigger is brewing. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but we obviously, the only people we can trade right now is going to be Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose, Sekou, and Luke. Everyone else is pretty much new. I think those are the only four people we've kept, if I'm not mistaken. So, a 2040. Hey, that's true. That's crazy, bro. It's going to Indiana for Miles Turner. I don't know about all that. What happened to J. Cole? I don't know about Travis. So we got 21 on the roster. So what was it last year? Were you allowed to have 13 on the active roster? I don't know what's going to happen with that. And that's something that we have to keep our eye on. Maybe these NBA GMs have an inside scoop because if there's not going to be a G League team this year, you have to have an extended roster. So it's something to keep our eyes on right now of who's going to make it, who's going to get cut, because there's a lot of good guys on this roster right now who could get cut, and I'd be okay with it. But for the most part, man, we have a lot of guys in here who are going to scratch, fight, and claw their way to get some minutes. So it's really what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think that this is coming at the right time for the Pistons, man. What's up, John? Um, we just watched the Lions get shut out tonight. Absolutely terrible. I couldn't watch it. Um, I'm done with Matt Patricia. I'm not watching the Lions anymore until they fire Matt Patricia. I just can't do it anymore. So I mean, it's great for the Pistons that they got this at the right time with the draft and free agency because it's fun, it's exciting. Pistons probably are not going to do much. I think that they have a chance to be a really fun and exciting team, but even if they make the playoffs, they're not gonna do a whole lot there. But at least they should be fun and entertaining. And we're not expecting them to compete. Troy Weaver said this is a restoring. It's going to take time to get restored. Whereas Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia were brought in here to win right now. So we have different expectations for them. So I can watch the Pistons, watch them lose, and not be mad because I know they're trying to develop like Killian Hayes and Sekou and all the rest of the young guys like Stewart and Bay and Saban and now Smith. So it's a different two teams. So I have different expectations for both of those. Whereas I watch the Lions lose, I lose my cool, especially when you don't score a single point. So I can't talk Lions anymore. I need a timeout, man. Until they fire Matt Patricia, I really can't do it because I'm just tired of saying fire Matt Patricia. I did hear something that Kyle Kuzma does have a lot of interest from around the league, not just the Pistons. I love the Jimmy Grant pickup, man. Grant's a solid player, man. If you guys have never watched him, he's a great guy in the corner. He can space the floor out for you. He's a great defender. I think he's going to fit perfectly with what we're trying to do here. And like I said, on above the rim, him and Sekou are going to be fighting for minutes. They pretty much play the same position, but they both can play the four. They both can play the three. Very similar styles. So it's going to be interesting to watch those guys go at it. And I think that's kind of what Troy Weaver wanted to do with this roster is I think the guys were just a little bit too comfortable, man. It's a little bit too comfortable. I think that, like Luke knew he was starting. Mahai Luke knew he was going to get minutes. Bruce knew he was going to get minutes. So they were always kind of chill and relaxed. No one was hungry enough to step up and take something. Um, so I think that's kind of why Troy Weaver has dealt out a lot of these guys. And now has gotten guys who are veterans who don't want to come off the bench, that want to be starting. So I think that Troy Weaver's done a good job of just acquiring friendly competition. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I see a lot of you guys saying trade Blake. Let's trade Blake. Trade Blake. Again, I talked about this a little bit on the above the rim. I am not sure what the market for Blake Griffin is right now. There's a lot of crazy deals going on, especially since we're watching OKC get first rounders for almost every single one of their roster. They got 25 first round draft picks going into the next couple of years here. So obviously, it's what we want in return. But since Blake Griffin has been a member of the Detroit Pistons, he really hasn't had a whole lot of, you know, good trade value. The first year he gets here under the Stan Van Gundy era, he plays a handful of games. He got hurt. You can shut him down. Stan gets fired. Dwayne Casey comes in. Blake plays terrific. I'm sure there was probably right before the All Star game some level of interest from around the league. But again, that's when his injury started. So from that point on, he was kind of in and out of the lineup. Didn't play as well, but when he played, he still played pretty well. We got to the playoffs. He only played 2 games in the playoffs. We got swept. He's out. So he goes in that entire offseason banged up. No one wants to trade for a hurt player. So then we come back, run it back last year. He barely played at all. No interest from any team. So I don't know what the best bet to do is with Blake. What's up, Devin? I think right now the best bet for Blake Griffin is hang tight. You have to wait. You gotta let him age like a fine wine, okay? Around the trade deadline, if he's healthy, he should be putting up some pretty big numbers. And again, with this roster we have assembled right now, if Blake's playing pretty well, we might be in the playoffs. So that's something to look at. But if we're not, and he is playing really well, 100% he will be moved. Trade deadline, and we'll get something back in return. Something is better than nothing right now. So again, I don't know what Troy Weaver is going to do with him. I don't know if Troy likes Blake. I don't know. But it's something we're going to have to watch on. It's going to be the storyline for the Pistons for a majority of the years. Is Blake going to get traded? And if they do trade Blake, guess what? That means Derrick Rose is pretty much gone too. Unless they think that Derrick Rose just needs to be there to mentor Killian. So we'll have to wait. Ooh, what was that starting five? Let me see that starting five. Killian, Grant, Sekou, Blake, and Plumlee. See, I see a lot of people are really a big fan of that big lineup. I'm okay with that. I think that lineup's pretty sick. But again, with Killian, I don't know if he's going to be ready to start. He's only 19. He has never played NBA basketball. He did play professionally, but it's a night and day difference. So I don't know how soon Killian will be ready to start. I'd rather him come off the bench and play some. I think coming off the bench will do better than him playing in the G League, especially if there's not going to be a G League this year. So, man, we got 120 people in here and only 20 likes. What's up with that? What's up with that? Okafor would be pretty good in the starting lineup too. I can't lie, but again, I don't know, man. We got a lot of talent. Don't put it past Stewart, man. See, that's the thing, is we have a lot of depth. Joey, I promise you, I will. If you remind me, bro, I will try to put the Santa Claus Drew in the next video. Once I start doing it, I won't forget. But I think it's time for the Santa Drew. Sayir, how do you pronounce it? Sayir Smith. He's played in Philly for the first couple of years in his career. Um, he hasn't had a whole lot of opportunity. He's been banged up, but when he's out there, he's super athletic. So he'd be a fun player to watch if he's healthy. I believe he played only like 6 or 7 games last year, and he just had just like a little bit of a taste. So I mean, it wasn't even like anything like on a big scale. So he is very athletic. This would not be the first time. He said he was going to be forced to start. This is not going to be the first time the Pistons have had a high draft pick. What draft pick was Andre Drummond? He was like 8, so he did not start. And again, we had Greg Monroe there too. So uh, Derrick Rose is here, so that's kind of like the comparison there. It's not a guaranteed start. He should be starting, but it's Dwayne Casey. It's the Pistons. We really don't start rookies right away that were lottery picks. But for some reason, if you're a second round draft pick, you have a good shot at doing it. So. And Stanley didn't start right away either, did he? I don't believe Stanley started right away. That's what I was saying, man, is that this lineup is so unique. We have so much different ways we can go out there and attack a different team that I don't know if we'll ever have a solid starting five. I think that we'll change it based on matchups. So it's interesting, man. This is like the first time like I don't know who's gonna be starting where. All I know is Blake Griffin will probably be starting majority of the games until those games come out where he needs load management or whatever. 45 win team. Okay. I love everything Troy Weaver's done so far, man. He's been aggressive. He's attacking this offseason, and he's trying to make a competitive team. So I'm loving what he's doing, man. Even if it doesn't work out, year number one, he is trying to shake it up because he's seen that our previous teams haven't done much. Their level of success was maybe a 5-game win streak here and there. I don't even know if we've ever got a 5-game win streak. I don't remember the last time we do. But those little itty bitty win streaks that were nice and fun to watch, man. Now you go and look at this roster, like you guys haven't done anything. So traded, 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 traded. Here, sign, sign, sign. I'm kind of saying he's trying to shake it up. Tony with the 4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, sir. Says Delon Wright is capable of starting to buy Killian Rose time. Yeah, Wright is a great, great, great backup point guard. I really like Wright. He is versatile, like Mr. Ray said. He can play shooting guard as well, but he gives you some options. You know, like I said, we're deep, giggity. We're really deep. We got a lot of talent. It might not be like the world's greatest talent, but all these guys can play. All these guys are going to produce. And quite frankly, I'd rather have a team like this that we have guys that are going to produce at every single position than have a couple big name guys out there and have a couple good young talent like Luke, Bruce, and Steve, but then you're going to give minutes to Thon Maker or a Zaza or a Jose or what was the bad point guard from last year? I blocked his name right out of my head. Tim Frazier. Like none of those guys are on this team right now. Really, like everyone that we have in this roster right now can contribute in some way, shape, or form. I'm liking what I'm seeing. he he was trying so hard, man. I love that picture where he's got 2 phones. I really want to Photoshop a picture of Gino Grievous with his 4 arms out. If you guys are Star Wars fans, and put Troy Weaver's face on it and put phones everywhere. I think that'd be hilarious. I do think that to trade Blake or Derrick Rose, that it's kind of just a wait and see kind of a deal. Wait and see where we're at, how well we're playing, and really evaluate this team from there. For right now, I think Blake and D Rose are safe. But again, with Troy Weaver, man, I don't think anyone's safe. So it's exciting. You're exactly right, man. You don't know what's going to happen next. There's always another move just lurking and waiting. And I would be very, very curious to see how active Troy Weaver's going to be on his first trade deadline. So far in the draft, he's been super aggressive, and so far in free agency, he's been super aggressive. And that's really the next kind of deadline that I'm looking forward, man. I'm happy about everything. I hope he's equal to. I hope he's better than D'Lo. I love the Killian Tays potential. It's really the guy we kind of wanted from day one. Him or Melo. We had a lot of comparisons about who's a better fit, LaMelo or Killian. So yeah, exactly, Nomus. At least this franchise cares. They're trying to build a winning team out there, unlike the Lions. Hey, bro, you're welcome, man. Keep up the great work, man. I actually kind of like LaMelo and Hornets jersey. It looks pretty clean. But all right, man. I see 166 people in here, man. What's up, Bravo? I can't. Yeah. Actually, Crispy Flakes followed me on Instagram, so quick little flex there. I don't want to be on all night because I got a feeling that there'll probably be another move. We'll be back here to talk about it. But I went on for like 10 minutes about other stuff. So, if you guys want to have another live stream like this, I think that this would be the best way for me to break down everything because I was just not able to keep up with all the moves that we have made. We've made so many. I've just been crazy busy. So, um, it's fun though. It's entertaining, man. I can't remember the last time we were this active in an off season. So he's just a young, unimproven guy. He's only been in the league for 2 years. Alrighty, man. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys out there, man. Go watch some football. And if you guys see any more trades, let me know because I'll be back on. But I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go lay down and chill. So yeah, man. It's awesome. I love what Tori's doing. But make sure you guys like the video. Go to the description. Check out all the DSA members. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow and or tonight if there's another deal. That's got to be kind of how I end shows now and videos because you never know what the hell is going to happen at this rate. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.